In today's leather video, we're going to be looking at the vintage leather 2458. It's a beautiful distressed can leather, we call it. Now, as I always say in some of the videos, sometimes you might just get a little bit of orange come through. That's just the camera's sensors. Now, there's a two-seater Madison in this equivalent. Now, we're going to have a really good look at this leather. First, we'll look at the detail. You've got beautiful markings throughout, you can see. You've got character all the way around. Beautiful on the arms there. Always looks good with nice stud work. And as you can see, there's a character all around. On the bottom, the sides, doesn't matter where, you're always going to have that beautiful distressed weathered effect. Looking at the two-seater. As you can see, all the way around, plenty of character. Now the camera does makes it look a little bit more aggressive than what it is. Again, because of the sensors in today's cameras, but we can, when you do come in, you'll be able to see that it's not as intense. For my interstate people, like I said, look, we've been doing leather for a long time, so you know we know what we're talking about. And if we say to you it's not that in your face, it won't be. We tell you what's here. We don't just make up things. A lot of furniture shops tend to do that. Now we'll go to the feel of this leather. You've got a really nice feel. Now, normally with this type of leather, it's got a nice soft feel, but normally it's very thin and it's marks and scratches very easy. What we do with our vintage range, you'll find it's very thick. It's a thick leather. Normally I should be able to just grab it and pull it up like that, and you don't want that kind of leather. You want something that's really robust, really hard wearing. So very unusual to get vintage leather that's actually robust. Now, obviously, if you mark this leather, because of the markings and the distressed effect, you're always going to find that it blends in. It's not going to look like it's old and weathered and ready to buy a new one. Now, with this type of leather, I wouldn't call it an oil. So it doesn't have a good shine like, say, the previous vintages that we saw that have got a real heavy oil presence to it. This is a bit more what we call aniline. Now, aniline is, like I said, it's still smooth, but it's just a little bit of a more matte is the best way of putting it. It doesn't have that high sheen, so it's got a real natural look. For me, it sort of reminds me of the 80s leather jackets. Telling you how old I am. Again, as you can see, there's always leather everywhere that we do. The side panels are not PU like you'll find in many shops, because it would show up. Beautifully done, this leather. Again, you know, you can sort of put this leather for a modern home, traditional home, an office setting. I've already got people ordering this in office chairs in Chesterfield. So you really, this type of leather can be used for so many different designs and concepts. So if you're looking for that tan, something light, real neutral, nothing too orange or too red or too sort of yellow honey, this is just a perfect tan. I'm hoping the camera does pick it up the way I see it. And like I said, you can put yourself a beautiful looking sofa with this. This leather is really the high-end leather. Even if you look at the top, like I said, doesn't matter where you go, you've got that beautiful distressed effect all the way through. And again, if you don't stitch this type of leather properly, if you don't pleat it properly, it never looks good. So again, you can't just go get good leather and build a couch. There's a lot of other principles involved to make something look good like this and give that effect. A bit more on the side. Now what you'll find with this leather, this is going to be very popular. I'll be doing a video soon of the Waterloo, but you'll find it's a very, very popular with our Waterloo chase that we've got online at the moment, this colour and this leather. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's giving you a bit of an idea of this leather and how it comes up. This is the lighter of the tans, and yeah, it's right up there. It's a very popular colour and leather at the moment. If you're looking for that real vintage classic effect, again, it doesn't have to be on a Madison, it can be on anything else. And yeah, look, this is amazing leather at wholesale price, Italian. You just can't go wrong with this sort of quality. Have any questions, please let us know. Thank you again for watching our leather sample videos.